Hey everybody, Jeff Morrell here with eXp Realty, Colorado Springs. I'm excited to share a little bit about my story and why I made the move over here to eXp Realty. So I've been here for 3 years now, and I gotta be honest, I'm more excited today about what's going on than I was 3 years ago when I moved in. So anyway, a little bit about myself. I'm from Indiana, originally born and raised. Moved to California after I graduated college, graduated from Butler University. Worked on the movie Hoosiers. Some of you guys have been around a while, you know that movie. Basketball movie, Gene Hackman, Dennis Hopper, worked on that. Ended up going to California, worked in the film business and production for about 9 years. Met my wife at a church I was going to. We got married and worked full-time in the ministry for about 7 years before we decided it was just time to make a move. We had no family out there in LA and wanted to get our kids around, grandparents, cousins, just closer to family. Well, they were 4 and 1, my 2 daughters, when we decided it was time to make a move. And it was either going to be Indiana, where my family was, Colorado, where my wife's family was, and we decided to make the move here to Colorado. It's been a great move. It's a beautiful place to be and a great place to raise a family. So when I got here, I started working with my father-in-law. He's a real estate developer. Worked with him for the first couple years that I was here, and then 9/11 hit. His projects just froze, came to a screeching halt. There was nothing going on there for several months. So I went and got my license to do residential real estate sales. So started that in January 2002. That's when I got licensed. Well, I went to go work at a small company here in town, A1 Real Estate Professionals. I wanted to get a website. So I got online and found Success Website. Bought into that website system, great platform. It was connected to Craig Proctor in his program. Some of you might know Craig. Craig at the time was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world, top 10 like his whole career practically. Well, he had a coaching program and a seminar that was coming up in June of 2002. So, I'm brand new in real estate. I'm working to grow my business. I fly to Phoenix, I go to this seminar. I'm there for about 3 or 4 days, around a couple thousand of the best agents across the country. And literally some of these guys doing, $1 million a year, $2 million a year, just mega agents, mega teams, big agents. Well, I learned a long time ago, you become who you hang around, right? So I joined his coaching program. It wasn't cheap. It was about 20 grand a year. I was part of that for 9 years, but it paid off in huge ways. By about 2.5 years into the business, after I got licensed, I was in the top 20 in town here out of about 4,000 realtors. So his system just really worked. I did about 32 deals my first year. I think 50, right around 50 my second year. I did 72 my third year. And a big part of that was because of Craig and his program. Well, 72 deals by myself, no assistant, and it was stupid. Quality of life below zero. Working 7 days a week, it was just crazy. I was screwing up deals. I remember having to buy a refrigerator for some people because I'm, messed up on the contract and missing deadlines, and it was just more than I could handle. Well, my wife got her license in 2005 to help me, and we ended up making a move. So made the move to Keller Williams. My wife, again, she was with me. We hired an assistant. We hired an inside sales agent. We had a couple inside sales agents at one point, but had about 5 real estate agents that worked with us, and we built a small team at Keller Williams. And it was great, for the 5 years we were there. I think about 3, maybe even all 5 of those years, we had the #1 Keller Williams team in town. We did very, very well over there. Grateful for my time at Keller Williams. It's a great company. I got tired of paying the fees. After 5 years, I just realized I'm not using anything that Keller Williams had. I had all my own websites, my own CRM, everything I was using was through Craig's program, and I'm paying $21,000 a year. Well, 5 years later, $105,000. I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So I ended up leaving Keller Williams. I was a little concerned over losing the brand, but I'll be honest, the best year I ever had in all my years in real estate was that year that I left. I realized, very quickly that they're not hiring me because of the brand. They were hiring me because, they saw what I could do. I connected with them. If they like you, trust you, you've got systems in place that work, they'll hire you. They're not hiring your company. I learned that a long time ago. Well, I go back to an independent company from Keller Williams. It was pretty much a 100% company, $250 a transaction, $250 transaction fee, and then $50 a month. Well, it still cost me 9-10 grand a year to be there, but it worked great for our team. Was not looking to make another move. Back about 3 years ago, January 2018, a friend of mine in Dallas, I've known Sean for 8, 9 years now. He reaches out to me and asks me to take a look at eXp. I told him I'm certainly open to looking. I think it's good to know what's out there. I've always been open to seeing things. I've said no to many, many things, but you don't know what you don't know. So I took a look. I told him flat out, I'll look. I'm not moving. I'm not going back to a big company. Been there, done that. Not interested, but I'll certainly take a look at what you're doing with eXp. And a week later, we moved. It just made too much sense. I could not get it out of my mind. I mean, this thing, I got excited about what I saw. So several different things here. We've been here for 3 years. I've had people ask me, why would you go from paying $21,000 a year to a 100% company, and now you're back to paying $16,000 a year? That's our cap. Now, don't shut me off right here. Guys, I've been over 100%, gotten my $16,000 back plus some every year that I've been here. And there's a lot of agents doing that. You're going to see that when you watch some of these videos on this site, okay? You need to take a look at this. You will make more money over here at eXp. That's the bottom line reason I think why so many people are making the move here, okay? The stock bonuses, I'd never seen that before, okay? Let me share this. You think about this, and those of you who've been around a while, you know what I'm saying here is true. There's really 4 different things that differentiate all the companies. When somebody makes a move to another company, there's really 4 things that are helping them to decide that. What are the splits? Is it 70-30, 80-20, 95-5, 100%? Am I going to be on a team? Is that a 50-50 split? How's that work? What are the splits, right? What's the cap on that, if there is one? 10,000, 12,000, 20,000, 15, 16, whatever. What's the monthly bill? Okay, and then what do I get for all that? Do I get a website? Do I get leads? Do I get coaching, training, mentoring? Do I get collaboration? Like, what do I get for all that I'm giving to the company? Okay, that's why most people move. It's those 4 things, those questions getting answered. Well, then when I looked at eXp, we have all that, okay? But then I look at eXp and we have so much more. Okay, stock bonuses. I've never had stock bonuses anywhere. I've been an entrepreneur all my life, okay? I've never had stock bonuses. I bought into some stocks and IRAs, mutual funds, that kind of stuff, but I never had stock bonuses. Guys, we have that built in. A built-in retirement plan here that I'd never seen at any other company, okay? And let me just share this. Our stock, last year, our stock went up 581%. From January 1st to December 31st. You can look all that up online. All the numbers are there, okay? We closed December 31st at $63.12. Now, back in February here a few months ago, we had a 2-to-1 stock split. So our shares doubled. The price got cut in half. Our value as eXp agents stayed the same, okay? But now it's a better price for more investors to buy in. It's working its way back up. It won't surprise me at all if somewhere down the road we have more stock splits, okay? There's a lot of talk right now about what's going on over here with the stock. We've been on CNBC and Forbes and all these different things, so many times in the last 8 to 10 months. They're all saying like the time is right for a company like eXp, okay? So anyway, this stock is huge. The group that I'm a part of, let me say this, first of all, there are ways here with the bonuses of stock that you get. You can get all the money that you give to eXp back in the form of stock plus some. That right there will put you over 100%, okay? My wife and I, like I said, we've been over 100% every single year that we've been here, all right? That's huge. That's huge. I'd never seen that. Why would I go from $21,000 a year to a 100% company back to paying $16,000 a year? Because I get it all back. I'll pay that every year. I have no problem with that when they're going to give it back to me in these other bonuses, okay? So that's one thing. The group that I'm a part of here, the group that you would be a part of if you join us, we had over 100 agents in our group last year. When it hit that $63 at the end of December, we had over 100 agents go over $1 million in stock bonuses. Guys, think about that. They became millionaires with that stock. That's huge. Guys, just for doing what they've been doing their entire careers, running their real estate business. This is zero recruiting, okay? We're not talking about that right now. This is just them in their business doing what they're going to do anyway. You're going to do it anyway, okay? You owe it to yourself to go through the videos on this page just to get a full view of what this looks like and what it could be for you. We want to help you personalize it for you and your numbers and your business. What would this mean? What would it look like? I was with an agent just this morning. You know, she's been in the business just a couple years. She did like 15, 16 deals last year. You know, it was about 4.1 million in volume. I ran her numbers into a stock calculator that we have here. And if she had been here last year, okay, through 2020, January 1st of this year, her stock would have been valued right at about $40,000. Now again, that's not life-changing. You're not gonna walk away from your real estate business, but if you give the company $16,000 through the year, but you have $40,000 in bonuses, you know, is that a win? Heck yeah, that's a win, okay? Now I say all that stuff with the stock with a grain of salt. It's stock, it could do anything. I don't have a crystal ball in the stock. I don't know where it's going, okay? All I know is it's a nice bonus to be added in here. The first person I showed eXp to, a good friend of mine in Dallas, his name is Aaron Kim. Aaron was with Keller Williams until 2009, started his own brokerage in 2009, Kin Real Estate Group down in Dallas. So it was him and 9 agents. Well, Aaron and I got to know each other, started real estate at the same time. We're in that coaching program together with Craig Proctor, right? So I reach out to Aaron, you know, about a month after my wife and I made the move to eXp. Aaron, you ever heard of eXp? Yep, I've heard of it. Have you ever seen it? Nope, never seen it. If I sent you a video, would you be open to watching it? Send me the video. I sent him a YouTube video. I had no clue how this worked, right? A month later, he brings his whole brokerage, him and 9 agents over here to eXp. Well, Aaron's been here now for like 2.5 years. He called me about 5 months ago. You know, his stock hit $1.2 million. He sold 1,000 shares, paid off his house, paid off some other debts. He's like, 19 years of real estate, the last 2.5 years have changed our lives. Thank you for sharing eXp with me. Guys, those calls right there drive me to get out of bed in the morning and share this model with as many agents as I possibly can. It is changing lives. I'm telling you, that's a nice, it's a piece of retirement that we can build here. Guys, and here's the thing, I've never been to a realtor retirement party. I've been to realtor funerals, okay? But I've never been to a realtor retirement party. They don't exist. Most people just go on until the day they die. Guys, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, okay? This is about getting multiple streams of income coming in from what you're going to be doing anyway, because we have that here with this model. And now you've got some options down the road. We'll talk about that in a minute, okay? So all kinds of things going on here, guys. Like I said, we're growing by about 1,000 agents a week, and you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family to take a look at the videos on this page and really dive into this and just figure it out. Maybe it's a fit, maybe it's not a fit. You might look at this, hey, it's just not for me. Totally good. At least you know how it works, okay? But there's so many people out there I talk to that just, you know, would you take a look? No, thanks, not interested. They think they know about it, but they have no idea. This is not just another model, okay? This model has never existed before, all right? So passive income. I want to talk about that for a second. You know, back, I don't know, I remember several years ago seeing this quote. There's a guy, Art Jonak is his name. And he has this quote, if you understood the value of residual income, you'd run through a brick wall to get it. Let me tell you, I understand the value. Here's the thing, most of us don't understand what that even means, residual income, okay? Money that comes over and over and over and over and over from work you did one time back here. Musicians get it. Michael Jackson, his kids are worth, you know, they got more money now than Michael ever had. Every time, you know, he records Thriller one time. Every time that song plays anywhere around the world on the radio, it's probably playing right now somewhere, they get a check, okay? That's residual income. Actors and actresses get it. Authors of books, they write the book one time. The book keeps selling 10 years later, 20, 30 years later. Stephen King, think about all his books, right? All these popular authors, right? They get paid every time a book sells, even though they wrote the book one time 10, 20, 30 years ago. That's how that works, residual income. Insurance agents get it a lot of times. You know, they build up a big enough book of business. Every time you renew your insurance policy, the agents get paid. Most of us don't have that passive residual income, okay? Here's a way to get it with this model. I'm going to share this as well, all right? And you'll see the details on this when you watch these videos. This is what I usually hear with real estate. How do you retire out, if you ever can retire out? Rental properties, you know, fix and flips. Get a portfolio of real estate going. It's all good. I've got an article, okay, that it was about a realtor. 22 properties that he bought over a 10-year period. After 10 years, he was cash flowing about $9,000 a month. Perfect. That's all good, okay? That opens up some doors. You can pull back a little bit maybe. I don't know. You might need more to live on than that if you really want to live or do some different things. But 10 years it took him to buy those 22 properties. Now here's the thing. The outlay of cash for that was several $100,000 out of his pocket to make that happen, okay? And think about this with rental properties. What do you have to do every couple, 2, 3, 4 years? Paint, new carpet, fix the hole in the wall, new landscaping because they didn't water the yard while they were there, right? All that kind of stuff. Again, nothing wrong with that. We've had them, my wife and I, we'll have more. Diversify, it's all good. But let me say this, there's a passive income model with eXp. I topped what that guy did, that $9,000 a month, I topped that in about 18 months being here at this company. And we're gonna show you how to do that. We will reward you if you wanna help us build the company. Now, don't let that throw you. It's only about 5 to 10% of the agents are reaching out to other agents. You do not have to do that part. Sometimes we get accused, oh, you guys are just a recruiting company. That's so not true. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's 5 to 10% of the agents who are doing any recruiting at all, okay? You don't have to do it. I will tell you this, it's starting to happen more and more just naturally by itself. You're sitting at a closing and the other agent across the table, hey, I saw you moved to eXp. How's that work? Well, here, let me send you a video. Here, let me set up a Zoom with you. Here, let me get people on my team to help show you how eXp works because we'll help you do that, okay? Guys, I'm telling you, that's happening more and more. When I got into this, there were about 4,000 to 5,000 agents in the entire company. I was the 13th agent in Colorado Springs to join eXp. Okay, we're up to almost 300 right now at the time I'm doing this recording here. It's growing like crazy. And let me say this is happening all across the country and now 17 countries around the world. And we're expanding like crazy, okay? Like I said, over 1,000 agents a week are moving here. The biggest and best agents from across the country. #1 and #2 in their companies moving into eXp. Tom Daves, he was the #1 Keller Williams agent for 7 years in a row out of San Diego. He's now at eXp. Brent Gove, Brent was the #11 RE/MAX agent in the world. He was a team leader at the biggest Keller Williams office in the country out of Sacramento for 8 years. He saw eXp 5 years ago and made the move over here, okay? I think he was the #2 agent in the state of California last year, the year before, right? Jay Kinder, I've known Jay since 2002, part of that coaching program I was in. Jay was the #2 Coldwell Banker agent in the world by the time he was 30. He brought his whole team over here about 5 years ago. Guys, I could go on and on and on for the next 2 hours telling stories just like that. Where the big agents go, everybody follows. Guys, and that's what's happening here. We're growing like crazy. You will have people reach out to you just asking you like, hey, I saw you move. Can I take a look? How does that work? How do you like it? And we're going to help you do that if you want. Now with that, you can build a passive income stream and get paid off every closing that those agents have. Okay? And we're going to show you how. It's not coming out of the agent's pocket, and that's one of the things I love. It's coming out of the money going into eXp. You'll see all those details when you watch this. Let me say this right now. I had a team when I came into eXp, okay? I disbanded the team because I realized I didn't need the overhead. I didn't need the headaches. I didn't need the liability. Okay, it was costing me about 14 grand a month to run my team, just with marketing costs and my assistant on payroll, different things. But when I saw this model, I realized like I could build a team, but I like to call it a modern team because now I'm just not responsible for them. Okay, we're all working together, we're all helping each other, but I don't have to teach you how to write a contract. I don't have to, all the different things that go on sometimes with building a team. And then what happens when you have a team anyway? The best agents, they grow and they build and then they go start their own team and you just created your own competition, right? That doesn't happen here. And you're going to see that as you watch this and get all this explained to you, okay? But here's the thing, I've got a team now, it's growing like crazy. We're in 12 states, we're in 5 countries. I'm getting paid right now on those states plus, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and India. Every time certain agents have a closing, I get paid. I get an override. How cool is that? It's almost like you can recession-proof your business, okay? We have no control over this economy. We have no control over this market, right? For 15, 16 years of being in the business, I got paid, just like you are, on my production in this market where I live, Colorado Springs. You're getting paid right now on what you do in your market. Now, with this model, you can get paid in multiple markets, multiple states, multiple countries, and all those countries and all those states' economies, they're all different. Okay? There's a peace of mind about knowing that your bills are covered, passive income. Go back, 5 years ago, 2016, I got diagnosed with prostate cancer. Now, we caught it early. I'm grateful for that, okay? But let me just say, for 6 months, my wife and I, we had no closings at all, on purpose, by choice, because we didn't have to. We had passive income coming in from another business. We had money coming in from rental property, right? We didn't need to stress over our finances. Most realtors, you read the stats, they're 1, 2, maybe 3 months away from trouble, from going belly up. If those closings fall apart, they're upside down. 2008, you guys, some of you were around back then. I remember that, okay? We had to shift everything. We went from 15, 16, 17 closings a month as a team to 1 overnight. And I had no control over that, okay? We scrambled. It was horrible. We went from about 4,000 agents here in Colorado Springs to 2,800 in a matter of 6 months. Okay, I remember running into agents at Best Buy wearing their blue shirt, like Joe, what happened? Oh my God, I've been closing in months. I get it. You got to do what you got to do, right? Guys, here's the thing. This can recession-proof your business to prepare us for something like that possibly happening again, which again, I hope it doesn't, but it's out of my hands. It's out of your hands. None of us know for sure, right? We weren't predicting COVID last year. That came out of nowhere, right? It's just nice to know that peace of mind that you can build something that will run without you, okay? And that can happen here. We're going to show you how with this model. But again, the prostate cancer. Let me just say this, life happens. I don't pray that, I don't wish that on anybody, okay? But life happens. You will go through some certain things. Hopefully not health issues, but there's going to be health issues with some people. There's going to be things in your market. There's going to be, family things that go on, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff that it's out of our hands, and most people just aren't ready for it. I've heard this before. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Most people, that's what happens. Life hits and the bottom falls out because they weren't ready for it. Guys, this can help change all that, and we're going to show you how. I'm passionate about helping realtors get that. I'm passionate also about helping realtors get their time back. That to me is the biggest thing. Because again, I tell you what, when something like that happens, the prostate cancer, you get that announcement. I remember when I was sitting in the doctor's office, they said, yep, you've got it. For the next 30 seconds, it was like I had a ringing in my ears. I didn't hear a word that guy was saying, right? Because that's not a word you want to hear, right? Well, I just remember life becomes so precious at that point. We had a trip planned to Paris with our family. We took that trip, we had a blast, okay? Because you just don't know what's coming. Let me just say this, I think we all live like we have all the time in the world, but time is the one thing that we just can't get back, okay? I remember taking our kids to Disney World. They were 10 and 8. We had a blast on this trip, right? They had the time of their lives. It was a 10-day trip, and we stayed at the best hotel and did all the stuff, everything, right? The park passes to all the parks, everything. It was a great time. I remember 4 days sending my wife to the park with the kids. I'll call you when I get there, because what's Dad doing? I'm on my hotel, or in the hotel room on my laptop, working real estate, putting out fires back here, dealing with inspection issues, returning calls from leads, calling the agents on my team that had questions, putting out fires. Stressed out of my mind. I remember standing in line at the park, let them go past you, let them go past you. We're the next ones to get on the line. I got to finish this phone call. My kids are like, Dad, what's going on? What does that say to your kids? That's more important. Your work is more important than they are. Guys, that's a horrible place to be. I'm just telling you. My kids for years wanted nothing to do with real estate because they saw what it was doing to me. Okay? Guys, I see this all the time. We're all so busy. We need to stop the glorification of busy. I saw an agent the other night. She's a great agent here in town. She's done a lot of things, but she put a post on Facebook. It was last week, I think maybe Wednesday or Thursday night. It was like 10 o'clock at night, right? She puts this post, what a great day, exclamation point, exclamation point. Wrote 2 offers, had a closing, got 2 new listings on the market, met with 4 buyers, just finished up, what a great day. This is 10 o'clock at night, she just finished. I'm like, no, I know her. She's got 2 kids, they're under 10 years old. That's not a great day. Your kids need you. You need to be able to shut it off and get time with your family, okay? I've been there. I'm telling you, it's hard. We all want that time. That's not a great day, okay? But we're conditioned. Success is all about the achievements, the goals, because none of us are going to go to our graves wishing we did another deal. It's going to be about the memories we made, the experiences we had, all that stuff. I'm not about not doing real estate. Do your real estate. My wife, we're doing 50 deals a year, whatever, we're good. Okay, we do a ton of real estate. I've sold hundreds, thousands of homes over my career, okay? Hundreds, millions of volume. We've done it all. But I just know time is the most precious thing we have. I saw a post again, another agent here in town, big agent. You know, I'm taking my family to Cancun. It's going to be the vacation of a lifetime. Here's his wife and their 3 kids, whatever. Just know I'll have my laptop with me. Just remember, I'm here for your real estate needs. Where I want to reach through the computer and strangle him. Like, no, shut it off. Go on vacation. But it's hard to do, isn't it? It's hard to do in this business. I see those posts, you know, the feet on the beach, you know, there's the waves, there's the sand, and they're on their laptop. Like, so glad I can work from the beach. You know, wouldn't you really rather just shut it off and not have to do anything for a week? This model can help you do that. And I want to show you how. I'm passionate about helping realtors come up with some different plans, some different streams of income just by doing what you're going to do anyway, so that you have more life. So you have more life in your life. Guys, that's what can happen here. And I know at the end of it all, that's what's going to matter. Guys, I hear it all the time. People that have hesitated on this deal, you know, they end up joining eXp. My only regret is I should have done it sooner. I hear that all the time, okay? You know, I'm telling you that you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family to watch the videos on this page. Set up a time to call me so we can talk after you've watched the videos, and we're going to go through this. I want to personalize this for you. Again, maybe it's a fit, maybe it's not. I can't imagine that it's not. When realtors don't join us on this, I'm like, they're not seeing something. They're missing something. Well, it's a $16,000 cap. You missed the point. You're going to get all that back. We're going to teach you how to do it. We're going to help you do that, okay? Well, it's $85 a month, and I don't have a monthly bill over there. No, stop. You're missing the picture. You're going to get it all back, plus some, okay? I'm just telling you, this thing is working, and it's working in a way that I've never seen before, right? I know when I saw this, I was just like, what if it works? What if it works? I don't want to miss it. What if it does what I think it can do? Let me just say this, it's done way more than I ever thought it could do. I am more excited now today than I've ever been. Independent brokerages are moving over here. We had over 200 in the last 12 months bring their entire brokerages into eXp. I love showing this to independent broker owners, okay? The ones that are humble enough just to look, you know, it's usually the ego that stops them. That's just the truth. Maybe you're on this right now and you're a broker owner. Don't let this stop you from looking at this, okay? There's a reason why over 200 have joined us. Number one, the liability goes away. Hallelujah. You can sleep at night now. You're not going to mediation if one of your agents messes up. You're not getting sued. That all goes up to eXp, okay? But you keep your brand. That's the biggest thing. And my guy Aaron Ken in Texas, you know, Ken Real Estate Group. They're very well known down there, top 10 in their market. He didn't want to lose that. Well, now it's Ken Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp Realty, very small letters, the bottom of his websites and signs. You keep your signs, you keep your logos, you keep your branding, you keep your name, you keep everything, okay? But now the liability goes away, and now all your agents get access to everything that we offer here at eXp, you know? Over 100 hours, 80 to 100 hours a week of live training. You can still train your teams, you can still train your groups, but every agent here, we get access to that from the best agents across the country. That hit me. I want to stay up with the best agents. When I joined that Craig Proctor program, it was because I wanted to be around the best agents. You become who you hang around. Well, all those agents are now at eXp. They're all here. So you get to collaborate with all those people, not just the best agents in your market where you are, but across the country. And with our team, we got great agents on our team, and we're all working together, and we're going to help you with this. Great training, phenomenal training. More leads with KV Core. Everybody gets KV Core. If you want to set that up, you can. We'll talk about that in the videos. But you also get ownership in the company with those stock bonuses. Everybody gets that. If you're a broker owner, all the agents now have ownership. And I'm telling you, you think differently when you have ownership in the company. You know you're a broker owner. You think differently. What about the agents giving them ownership? You think they would think differently, and now, but you still benefit from everything they do? Guys, I'm telling you, over 200 have joined us in the last 12 months, right? You know, everything from the mom and pop shop, 2 and 3 agents. We had one as big as 900 agents. Revelation Real Estate out of Arizona. Chuck and Angela Fazio, they brought their entire brokerage, 900 agents into eXp last February 2020. Guys, you think that was a quick overnight decision? Heck no. Right? It took them years to build that up. They're doing billions in volume every year, and they saw what this could do for their agents and for them, and they brought the whole thing over here. Guys, this stuff is happening all the time. So again, if you're an independent broker owner, watch these videos and let's talk, okay? I'll get other big people to get in here. Gene Frederick and Rob Flick, they're #1 and #2 in our entire company, and we're directly connected to them, okay? I'm gonna get them on a Zoom with you. If you're a broker owner, a big agent, big team leader, whatever, we're gonna get them in there. We're gonna talk about this, okay? We're gonna help you dissect this and break this down so you can really make the right decision for yourself. And it has to be the right decision for you. And I totally respect that, okay? Whatever you decide. But you need to watch these videos. Guys, let me share one last thing. We had a big agent here in town that moved over here about 6 months ago. And her team, they did $2 million in commission last year. She looked around for 6 months because she felt like she'd reached her peak where she was at before as a RE/MAX office here in town. And she shopped around for 6 months just figuring out where can I take my team, because she wanted her team, her goal is to double their commissions this year to $4 million as a team. After all that research, she chose eXp, okay? Here's what she told me: the collaboration on a nationwide basis with the best agents across the country. There's no way that doesn't take your business up. Getting trained directly from those agents takes your business up. More leads with our lead system, right? More deals because of that. And a change in mindset because you have ownership. That's why she brought her team over here, okay? Zero recruiting, okay? Most agents aren't doing that. She brought them over because she knows that they could do more business. We want to help you first and foremost to take your business to the next level, to wherever you want to go. That's our first goal. And as a team right here, we're going to help you do that. The training we have and all the different things we have access to, we're going to plug you into as much of that as you want. You're going to do phenomenal here. Your team will do phenomenal. You'll do phenomenal as an agent, okay? But you need to see this, okay? It's up to you what you want to do with this. Everybody has different goals, over the next few years. Time is going to go by anyway. What do you have to lose? Motley Fool, they track stocks and everything, right? Back in February, here a few months ago, they came out with an article. They called us the Amazon of real estate. I want to be on the front end of that. Guys, we have 60,000 agents at the time I'm doing this recording. That's going to get outdated here in the next week because we're growing by 1,000 agents a week, okay? But let me just say this. I was at a conference in Scottsdale, Arizona here about 2 months ago. They had a big banner up on the wall: 1 million agents, 100 countries, 10 years. Here's the vision for the company. Right now, the biggest company out there, real estate-wise, Keller Williams, about 180,000 agents, last I heard. I think we're going to top them in the next, 18 to 24 months at the pace we're growing, maybe quicker. I don't know. But here's the vision for the company: 1 million agents. Okay, we have 60,000 now. We are just getting started. I'm telling you, what do you have to lose? Again, my concern was, what if I miss it? What if this thing does go on and do what I think it's going to do? So I made the move over here, and it's gone beyond everything I imagined. Because I'm telling you, big things are happening here. Watch the videos on this page, set up a time to talk so we can just dissect it, and we'll evaluate this for you. I'm excited for you to see this. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family and your future, okay? We can help you build something here that will last beyond you. By the way, the things you're going to see here, it's willable, down to your kids, okay? We're going to show you how that works. So take a look at these videos. Let's set up a time to talk. I'm excited for you to see how eXp really works, okay? Get all the ins and outs of it. We can show you what this can do. Thanks for your time, guys. Good luck on the website. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.